after the Indiana Pacers, though, we move on to the Miami Heat.
You are nailing the alphabet on this podcast. I just want to put that out there. I'm impressed.
So I think the first thing we have to tackle with the Miami Heat, do you think that they are going to operate with cap space?
I do. So because I think they need to.
They're going to decline the team options on Iggy, Goran Dragic, renounce Victor Oladipo. They'll keep Robinson and Nunn's holds.
Yep.
Who are they signing then? Because you have to sign somebody if you're doing
They've got to go after Kyle Lowry. Because ultimately, this team's biggest shortcoming, and we could see it coming from a million miles away, was the lack of reliable point guard play. Kendrick Nunn is not that guy. Dragic very clearly was on the decline. We saw it with the injuries, even during that NBA Finals run, where he wasn't as effective towards the end of the postseason and just was not able to regain that level of play, especially with how much responsibility was going to be heaped upon him if he was truly healthy. Beyond that, Tyler Hero was partially a bubble product, at least. You're not going to turn him into a true star, and even if you do, he's not going to be a facilitating point guard. You have to make a play for Lowry. If it doesn't work, I think you're looking at going after Lonzo Ball or something, because that's the hole on this roster. It's the very obvious hole.
I was trying to think of some way, could they split the difference? But I just don't know who is, when you're looking at sort of get two mid-tier players, or decline Dragic's team option, but bring him back at a more reasonable team number, and then
if you want to just doom yourself to a second round exit.
No, but I was saying, so you bring back Dragic and then you go after someone in the middle, like a
Dinwiddie or something.
Yeah, I don't know, and so a Dinwiddie and a Dragic, what is that?
That totally sounds like a Pat Riley move, right? When has he ever wanted to go after stars?
I just don't know. It's Kyle Lowry.
It's Kyle Lowry or bust, right?
Yeah, maybe Mike Conley. But it's Chris
Good
Paul.
luck prying him away from Utah.
What's that?
Good luck prying Conley away from Utah. Good luck prying Chris Paul away from Phoenix.
I can't envision Utah paying a $50 million tax bill, so I'm assuming they'll dump salary. Yeah, I think Conley and Paul are going back to their respective teams. So that puts you in a Lowry or bust situation. But what if you can't get Lowry is my point then? Is it better? Would you rather see them be all right, you know what? Let's just pick up these team options on Dragic and Iggy. They'd be good trade chips as the year goes on.
I think that's the bust scenario.
I'm just curious to see if maybe they'll try to split the difference. I just think it's harder because I think bringing back Dragic makes sense. But what is splitting the difference? Who's that second, householdish name free agent that you're bringing in? Does Josh Hart and Goran Dragic, does that move the needle or help you at all?
Probably not.
Hart doesn't give you a ton of shot creation, even though he'll probably help your defense. So they're just in a bizarre spot. If they get Kyle Lowry,
it feels like Miami is a fascinating team to follow this offseason with a remarkably simple game plan.
That makes sense. I guess, what splitting the difference could look like? Dragic, and can you get Norman Powell? That might be what's splitting the difference.
That could be a fun one. Yeah, I mean, because then you get the off-the-ball juice, the creation out of the pick and roll that we've seen Powell exhibit in smaller doses.
How many times have we said juice on this podcast?
Not enough.